Hello everyone and welcome back to the bakery, and in today's video, in honor of Silksong coming out on September 4th, we will be playing Hollow Knight. Also, September 4th is going to be the best day of my life. That is actually my birthday, so to get this game on my birthday is very special to me. Hollow Knight might be, if not, my favorite game of all time, alongside of Elden Ring. September 4th is also National Wildlife Day, so Hollow Knight is a perfect game to be playing. Everything about this game to me is just so perfect, and more importantly, the art style is just beyond my comprehension. You can just tell so much love went into this game. Anyways, enough with the glazing of insects. In today's video, we will be beating Hollow Knight as a family. Here's the rules. Number 1. I have to use all of the summoning charms to ensure that all my family, 1st, 6th, and 7th cousins will be there. I'm also letting myself use the compass just because of reasons, obviously. I will be allowing myself to attack alongside my summons, just to really throw in that entire family is putting in effort. However, for the 3rd rule, I am not allowed to upgrade my nail, just because I feel like that would be way too overpowered for this run since I already have 8 summons, I think, with everything equipped. That being said, that wraps up the intro. But also, before I let you go, make sure you join the Discord. Link on the screen and in the description below. Trust me, you'll love it there. We already got a little community going with about, I think, 60 people in there, alongside some other cool challenge runners. Okay, let's get this show on the road now, shall we? We delve into the Forgotten Crossroads immediately, going to the left, and if you have played Hollow Knight, you probably know where I'm heading. That's right, my favorite pal, old Dick Nose Map Maker. We purchase it for like 25 or 50 Ruskies, then grab our first bench. And along the way to the boss fight, we get a look of how our family is doing. And
Jesus Christ.
they are doing a lot of damage. They're already one-shotting most things in the Forgotten Crossroads. Anyways, we get another bench, then unlock our trusty stag station. And soon after, we encounter our first elite enemy, which, as you can see, did not give us much trouble whatsoever. I mean, he went down so quick, I'm starting to think that this might end up not being a challenge. But anyways, we make our way to the first boss fight, the False Knight. And I just gotta say, I'm glazing the fam a lot already. This damage is insane. The fight didn't even last a minute long. I mean, we killed him just as fast as how quickly he probably eats his food. After that, we head to the Snail Shaman, where we unlock our Vengeful Spirit. And then we are drugged and locked into a cage, tasked with killing little roly-polies. I swear I haven't seen these things. I feel like they've gone extinct or something. I haven't seen one in years. After exterminating everything the roly-polies had to offer, our kidnapper makes a warm-hearted decision to let us free. Trust me, if this was real life, this would not be happening at all, but I won't complain. Now, I decide that we should probably go and kill Hornet to get ourselves the dashing ability. So, we read the note that Dick Nose left, and we head straight to Greenpath. And it's around this time where I lost 3 hearts when I realized that one of our summons actually consumes our extra soul charge. I don't know why I forgot this, but also begs the question, how useful will this be in the long run? Healing is going to prove to be difficult instead of boss fights, if I get hit too much. Who knows, this challenge might actually end up just being kind of a skill issue thing. This also means that exploring the open world might be a bit dangerous too, because as you see on the screen now, when they explode, they off themselves, and to get them to spawn again, it takes my soul, so healing is not an easy task, unless I'm facing a boss or an enemy with a high health pool. And even then, they're constantly respawning, which means they're constantly consuming more soul that I gain. Anyways, after our diablerie, we sell our body off in order to use this bench to ensure that we will have full health again. Later, we find our American hero Zoe, and as the giant insect was letting him go, and as it started to scream, my summons killed it almost instantly, leaving me in a state as if it was still screaming, and I could not move whatsoever, so I had to end up restarting my game. Well, that sucks. I just broke the game. Once in-game, we circle back to where we just were, and Zoe is no longer with us. He got blipped away, I guess. Zoe's gone. He doesn't even exist anymore. After that, we unlock a shortcut, sit at a new bench, and call a new stag in. We then return back to Dirtmouth and speak to Boppanada, and all I gotta say is she can bop with my Nada any day. Anyways, we buy some things that will be useful to us.
Up, shoddy, holy, I forgot how bad that bug was.
Just gonna buy all of these right now, so I can actually see where stuff is. It's a lot of geo, but it's okay. I've decided to free Sly, so we make our little detour going back into the crossroads, and in order to get to Sly, we must kill the Chuz Mother. That's dead. Chuzzy onto it. There's no way that hit me. And as you can see, still no challenge. After speaking with Sly, we return to our stag, then back to Dirtmouth, where Sly has arrived. When speaking to him, I immediately purchase a mask shard. After that, we head back to Greenpath to take on Hornet 1. And by princess, I mean sister. That was maybe single-handedly the most easiest Hornet 1 fight I've ever had in my life. She died so quickly. Wow, that was ridiculous. That fight really isn't difficult to begin with, but with all of our summons, it made that fight laughably easy. Anyways, our sister succumbs to her injuries soon after we kicked her ass. Then we make a quick visit to the Lake of Goon and speak to our boy Quirrel, which if you have been here from the start, Quirrel actually used to be my channel's mascot, but then I've changed it. And for some reason, I keep swapping it out. I don't know why, I guess I'm just very indecisive. Now, what's next on the agenda is to target the Mantis Lords. And on our way to the Fungal Wastelands, we encounter why exploring the open world with a soul-draining summon is very risky. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Oh. That was a shit show. When we make it down safely this time, we take on 2 of my ranked teammates. Then arrive at the Queen Station, where we talk to Mr. Beer Belly. Holy shit. Where we talk to Mr. Beer Belly Aura Farmer Quirrel and Willow. Then we get a new bench and a stag station. We explore further, purchasing the map area while also humming this amazing tune. Is it just me, or is the exploding noise on top of the damaging noise just so obnoxiously loud? Because goddamn, does it explode my eardrums every time. After that, we speak to our lovely BVW Cloth, then find our sister running from home again. Then we unlock another shortcut to our stag, find a bench outside of the Mantis Kingdom, and now it's time to invade their home. And in doing so, we kill a couple innocent bystanders by hitting a lever, and then boom, we unlock the Mantis Claw. Yippee! Now, all that's left to do is take on the Mantis Lords. At least we don't need to kill them, we just need to duel them, and show them we are him. We are that shit. We hit and unlock all levers just outside of the fight. Then we rudely get cock-blocked by a Mantis. I will fucking... You know what? I'm gonna kill your... Now it's time for one of the best duo fights in a game. Yeah, not so big now, huh, chunk of fun. After our sweet victory, which also wasn't much of a threat, we go back to the bitch of a mantis that would once spit on the shoe of us. Now he bows before us like a good little bitch. Anyways, we make absolute bank. And then grab the bench I've been speaking of constantly now. We then unlock the bridge to the City of Tears, and go back up to Dirtmouth to purchase 2 fragments, spending all of our ego. Geo. I meant Geo. I don't know why I put that there. And then it's time that we head off to the City of Tears. I realize I am going in the wrong direction. I don't want to go here yet. Actually, I lied. I want to go to the Crystal Peaks first. Oh my goodness.
Man, looks like you never played this game before.
I know, right? Eventually, we make it back outside the doors of City of Tears, where we use our key to unlock it. Then, stepping inside, we become locked in, no pun intended there. Inside, we slap a few bugs around, then we meet our sister yet again, in the middle of a city at a fountain. Afterwards, we explore deeper and higher into the city, discovering a merchant, then purchasing a map from Old Buddy, then, yet again, selling our body for a bench. We then scale the city even more, speaking to Zoe, which, by the way, I guess he's not dead, then opening a stag station. And now we have our eyes set on the Soul Sanctum, arguably my least favorite area in the game. But the boss easily makes up for it though. The only part I don't like about this area is that these little things are like Dark Souls 3 dogs, except they don't teleport. The older ones do. And don't worry, these little slime ones can fly, and when they do, if they get near you, you are fucked, because they stay inside your player model. Anyways, would you look at that? It's time for the boss. Okay, the damage is starting to drop off just a tad, but it's still nonetheless fairly easy. After our victory... Oh, I lied. Okay, there we go. Like I was saying, after our victory, we claim the Desecrate Dive. There they are. Those pieces of shit. Alright, now you guys can see what I mean. You can't get the clearest look at them because I don't want to die, but if they were to get near you, you're 100% screwed and destined to lose a heart. If you have a skill issue, you might even die. Anyways, we Hulk smash. Never mind, I'm not going to say that corny shit. We smash through a few floors, then find a soul charge that's oddly shaped like a member. And when I say member, I'm not talking about a person, a part of a group. I'm talking about a penis. Anyways, we make our way back to Dirtmouth to check Sly's inventory, but sadly there's no mask shard for us to purchase in there. So it's time that we now head to Crystal Peaks, where we get to use our neat little ground pound. Inside, we quickly grab the first bench in a secluded alleyway.
Oh boy, I sure hope my buggy take advantage of it.
Sorry, I just needed my fix. Let me just close this. Alright, now that I'm all drained, we purchase a map from Dildo Man. Then, it's off to fight the boss. Wow, I died to this thing. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. For some reason, I was having performance issues in the first go around. Probably because what I did just before the fight. Now that I'm all settled down, we go and claim the Crystal Heart ability. That we will be using in the Abyss to get the double jump. Then we are off to the Royal Waterways, where I get lost over and over and over and over again, trying to find the map maker. But I end up in the greener area, where we get the toxic booger thing. But eventually, I do end up fighting the map maker anyway.
Let me shit on your chest and you squeeze your boobies on. Putting that woke shit into my Hollow Knight.
We then follow the trail of little dingleberries until we hit the absolute mother lode. Yummy! Dude, Greasy Rectum from the last Dark Souls 3 video would have loved this shit. Literally.
You can feel the pain in his purr.
I could go for a bagel with fucking cookies and that, but no.
Stupid ass bitch. Cairo, it's actually insane how much of a difference having your stupid little fan.
Dung Defender goes down pretty easily, and after the fact, we go grab a booger real quick. Oh, wait, there's a mini boss fight. Okay, there we go. Booger has been acquired, and now I think I'm gonna rub it on my wall. Now that we got that, we go to the King Station to get the bench and the stag. Now that that's done, we are going to head to the Abyss, and we take it the long way, doing some super cool, awesome platforming shiz. Once down there, we talk to the same old dude from the last 41 areas, purchase a bench, then we use our Crystal Heart ability to get to the other side of the spiky butthole tube.
Start digging in your butt, twin.
What?
Once there, we go down some dark hallways, killing a few spewing anuses. Eventually, we make it to fight our cousin. Sadly, this guy isn't on our team of family members though. It would have been nice to have him.
He's like, fuck, dude, I got an hour till I'm gonna get to work, I'm gonna get ready. Maybe I could stroke one out in 5 minutes.
After killing him dead, I mean, just look at his corpse. He's dead. He's moving still. We progress further into the back of his arena, claiming the double jump ability. Now that that has been claimed, we run through the whole damn place again, eventually making it back to the King Station, where we take a quick break and off to the Kingdom's Edge, where we don't spend a whole lot of time here, we immediately go to Hornet 2. Usually, this fight kinda fucks, so let's see how we handle against her with Base Nail. Well, we did first try her, and I gotta say, she did almost get us a few times, but this challenge is still proving to not be as difficult. I mean, I kinda seen this coming though. Having summons on Hollow Knight really trivializes the game, making it almost effortless. Anyways, after the fight, we go down further to see the rotting corpse of what once was the Pale King. What not better to do than crawl inside of it? Once we get inside, we get what is pretty much just a key. Once grabbing it, the entire place crumbles, and rocks fall on me like an Indiana Jones movie.
Oh no, I wish a hornet would come and kidnap me out of this crumbling tunnel.
Sorry, can you tell that I'm just super excited for Silksong to release? Yeah, maybe too excited. I'm starting to feel a certain way looking at this spider on my Steam page. Anyways, now that Hornet 2 is defeated, we travel up... oh my god. Anyways, now that Hornet 2 is defeated, we travel further up Kingdom's Edge, and then wander our way to the Dream Realm, where we catch a glimpse of all three of them. By three of them, I mean the Dreamers. And then we are sent off to Dreamland, where me and a moth pass it around, blowing O's.
Speaking of moths, did you know that moths are actually the only species in Hollow Knight?
Sorry, I'm not gonna make you listen to that ignorant shit, but I'll still leave a link to the World Wildlife Fund in the description below, if for some reason you are feeling generous. Anyways, we speak to a moth, and speaking of moths, they are the one insect that is very mysterious in the world of Hollow Knight. We don't know a whole lot about them, only that they are super dope as shit. Anyways, soon after we speak to him, he grants us the Dream Nail. Now, all three of the Dreamers appear on the map. And yet again, like early in the video, we wake up kidnapped again by a moth. But at least this one kind of teaches us the ropes of the Dream Nail. Now that that's done, our task is hunting and taking down all three Dreamers. But in doing so, I'm also going to be killing every boss in their respective areas. Little editor's note here. That is a fucking lie. I forgot to kill Nosk. I actually forgot yet again that we need to go down to the Abyss. So let's do that. Okay, now that we are down here, we take a leap of faith down to the very bottom of the Abyss. Then we scale a lighthouse with the ghost of our fallen brothers and sisters. Once we get to the top, we channel soul through the light, casting a bright beam on the lake of shadows. Once done, we can now use the crystal heart ability to dash all the way across. Then we find ourselves looking at something that looks like it was straight out of Metroid. Anywho, we bathe ourselves in his juices, granting us iframes every other dodge, or whenever the countdown stops. Now that is done, we scale all the way back up the dark hole, fighting our sister, where we do a little catching up after kicking her ass just a few minutes earlier. After that, we head back up to Dirtmouth, realizing I can't purchase the next mask shard, so we head off to the Fog Canyon, cause that's the first streamer I will be taking out. How the I just lost so much fucking bread. I just lost so much fucking bread. 15 fucking rooskies. Hollow Knight, I just lost 15,000, or not 1,500 geo. I needed that shit. I just watched a dog puke up a vibe. Yep, that's it for recording today. Starting day 2, I think I'd rather go to the Dreamer in the city, because I just want to, I guess. So we start by, for some reason, visiting this bodacious babe. Then give the Blue Lagoon a nice gander. After that, we head off to the King Station, where I get a little lost, but eventually find the right tower to climb. So we kill a few enemies, opening a few doors, then grabbing a bench. We then scale Diddy's tower even further up. We eventually stumble upon the Watcher Knights, and the fight begins. Going into this, I didn't think I'd actually first try them. In the fight, I kept constantly battling to keep my health above 1 or even 2 masks. While my minions were hard at work, my soul kept draining. And even when I was at stable health, I still couldn't even afford enough soul to be able to pull off consistent vengeful spirits. Anyway, with a little bit of patience and barely escaping death, the Watcher Knights fall victim to this little bug's little nail.
That's kind of small.
Then we venture forward, coming across our first Dreamer. So, we charge up our Dream Nail and strike. In doing so, we are sent to the Dream World, where we come across the Dreamer yet again. We channel his power through us and consume the Dreamer, knocking one of the marks off the black egg, leaving 2 more to go. With that knowledge, we head to the Fog Canyon. And you see this old woman? Don't trust her. She steals your shit. Don't let her age deceive you. While exploring here, we do a little bit of platforming while also getting hit the back way. We thankfully find the map maker, buy a map, and then we continue to get exploded over and over again from jellyfish. I mean, come on, Team Cherry. Why are these even in the game? They're not bugs at all. And, like, you can't even dodge this bullshit. Anyways, after dying super close to the Dreamer and getting mad, we eventually make it back, claiming our Geo, but then completely get lost in the process and absolutely overshoot the Dreamer, even though it's right above the Queen's Station. Can you tell I didn't like this part of the game at all? After resting at the King Station, we make it to the Teacher's Archives. This is where the next Dreamer resides, where yet again, big bitch jellyfish continue to explode theyself over and over for 72 hours. And past Cairo was really upset, and then past Cairo was even more upset because Umu took more than 2 attempts. Anyways, after a totally 100% epic boss fight with my boy Quirrel, we catch up a bit before he takes off his manhood, revealing another Dreamer. So just like last time, we charge our nail up, get sent to its home, then we slap the shit out of it over and over again before we absorb the power. Now, only 1 Dreamer remains in the Deepnest. And thankfully, we saved the best for last. It's Hornet's mom, so let's go visit our stepmother, shall we? We eventually make it to Deepnest, where it's very dark. Thankfully, we have a lamp to save us. And now that I am realizing it, I don't think I ever recorded that. That sucks anyways. The usual same old happens. I find the map maker, then buy the map. And find a soul pond that has a nice bench attached to it. And when wandering deeper into the nest, for some reason, I just could not for the life of me remember my way around, and just kept falling into enemies. For example, when we were outside of the distant village, I kept falling into this arachnid over and over again, to the point where it actually ended up killing me. Anyways, we make it back to the city, standing outside the beast den.
Oh no, I hope nothing happens to me. Oh no, bro.
After that, we awake in the beast den, all sticky and achy. Once we break ourselves free, we make a couple false floors fall. Some lead to death, others for shortcuts, eventually leading us to the last dreamer. And just like the others, we slap her around enough, then eventually consume her whole, all Vor style and shit. And with that, the only thing that now remains for us to do is defeat our bigger brother, the Hollow Knight. So we take one last ride on our stag back up to Dirtmouth and give the citizens one last glance before we lock ourselves up for the rest of eternity. We enter the forgotten crossroads one last time. We then reach the egg, talk to our sister for one last time, where she tells us she will not be helping us. There's no one coming to save us. With that being said, we head inside the egg, full of abyss. We find our last bench, then head into the boss arena, where we unbind the Hollow Knight from his shackles, beginning the fight. During the fight, our sister Hornet ends up going back on her word, coming to assist us in killing the vessel. Well everyone, there it is. As we slay the vessel, we consume him entirely. We become the new vessel, the one who will hold this place and contain the infection that has been running rampant for centuries, locking ourselves and our sister inside with us, ensuring that no one can ever come inside again. That's all I have for you today. I really hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. This game really might just be my favorite game of all time, and I'm so happy to be bringing it to a video. With that being said, if you have enjoyed this video and my content, I'm sure you'd like my close friend Mankakez. His videos are amazing as well. Be sure to check him out in the description below. And if you're a cool person, consider subscribing maybe. If not, that's okay. The least you could do is leave a comment, as it is my favorite way of interacting with you guys and receiving feedback. Or if you're super cool, you could join the Discord as well. Anyways, that's it everyone. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your evening. Bye bye.